guys, welcome to another video of living with ulcerative colitis. I'm Maya, and today we are going to talk about complications after having J-pouch surgery. So there are two main complications of J-pouch surgery, and those are pouch situs and a small bowel obstruction. I have never experienced pouch situs, which is a more common complication of J-pouch surgery. It usually happens about 2 years or so after surgery, and it's the inflammation of the pouch, but this can be fixed with just some antibiotics. Symptoms of it is like diarrhea, cramping, pain, increased stool frequency, dehydration, fever, and joint pain. But as said, this can be easily fixed with antibiotics. But the small bowel obstruction is more known. I have experienced this when I was in college. I was around finals week, or one of the finals week, and I didn't balance food, water, and stressed correctly, and I ended up eating like just a sleeve of crackers and some water for like 3 meals for like a week. Not 3 meals, like once a day for like a week as my lunch instead of going to the dining hall. And at the end of the week, I went home for the weekend, and I told my mom that my stomach, it really hurt. And I wasn't feeling hungry, and I wasn't able to eat anything. And so when we went to the hospital, my doctor at the time, because I still had my ostomy, he said that I had a small bowel obstruction, and he also gave me a lecture on the fact that I ate much better when I was at home than I did when I was on campus. So there are a lot of different things that can happen that tell you that you have a small bowel obstruction. They can be cramping, abdomen pain, which is what I felt that made me not hungry, nausea, vomiting, and the inability to create output and an influx of air in your digestive tract. There are ways to prevent this, which my doctor gave me, and some that I just learned on my own. The first one is to avoid certain foods. So there are three foods that have a higher chance of causing a bowel obstruction than others. The first one is popcorn, which I haven't had since 2017. Still sad about that. And then there is mushrooms. Some people have reported that they can eat mushrooms fine, and others say that it causes their stomach to become upset. I have not had mushrooms either. And then the last one is high fibrous foods. Basically moderation. You can eat most high fiber foods, but I can't eat them raw. When I try to eat fibrous foods raw, I find that my stomach doesn't like it, and there's a lot of liquid output instead of solid output. I just blanch them, or I will steam them, but they have to have some sort of like a fork has to be able to go through my vegetables. If it can't, then I can't digest it. Another thing is, in some ostomy nurses or nurses might tell you to not eat nuts as a whole. I can eat nuts. I can eat almonds, peanuts, cashews, the like, but I don't eat sunflower seeds because they're really small. And I find that when I put like handfuls of them in my mouth, some of them get chewed and the other ones are still whole. So that's another point to, even with foods that you can eat, chew your foods quite thoroughly. Also hydration. As I said, how my bowel obstruction was caused, I ate a lot of crackers and not a lot of water. So the ratio between crackers and water was really lacking, and so I dried out my intestinal lining. So even with foods that you can eat, hydration. And lastly, snacking. Lastly is snacking. Most people after your J-pouch surgery will be told by an ostomy nurse or a nurse in general or your doctor to eat 6 meals a day. I am not as good at that as I used to be. I find sometimes I will eat 3 meals or I'll eat 4 meals, and that'll keep my stomach sated, but sometimes I don't reach that and my stomach will fill with a lot of air because it has nothing to break down. And when the stomach has nothing to break down, it tends to become upset. So those are the things that I felt would help you to know how to prevent complications of J-pouch surgery, post J-pouch surgery. I hope this video was helpful. Please like, share, subscribe, and press the bell for notifications. Bye guys!